Trapping.
Hey, what's up?
What? I'm thinking back to the thing that we fucking did earlier, while I was sitting there and I was explaining my time at the music festival with the caveman.
Oh my god.
I'm thinking back to that, just that you could have raped me anytime you wanted to. I was defenseless. I probably wouldn't have been able to do anything. Could have taken you down hard that night if you really chose to, and then you just started fucking down laughing.
Oh my god, that was so fucked up. Anyways. Hey, what's up, people? Welcome back to Saturdays with Boys podcast. I'm Jiggo and I'm here with...
KJ.
Yeah, or Kirby, we don't know. His freaking second identity, where the fuck.
My alter ego, depending on the video.
Alter ego, depending on the video. And this is episode 86, and I believe this episode will be airing on this day, my mom's birthday, so...
Ah, fuck! I remember I was wanting to do this on the 21st.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, fuck. I might as well show you now.
Alright.
The reason why I wanted to do that.
No, it was showing me a specific reason of why he wanted to frickin' film an episode on September 21st. Specifically, not any other day, September 21st, but we're filming this on Monday. It was probably one of the earliest that we've ever filmed an episode.
Some of you might know exactly what I'm on.
Which is the earliest we've recorded an episode. Well, not the earliest we've done when we first started the podcast. We did episodes like 2 weeks ahead. So this is just like 5 days ahead because we literally as we're filming this, the last episode that you guys saw, it literally aired like 2 days ago. So.
Sorry, what did I say I was going to show you?
Something with September 21st. Or whatever. And yes, this is episode 86. We are 14 weeks away till we reach episode 100, which would be a humongous milestone and whatnot. And yeah, so there's nothing really new with me other than I had a job interview as of today when we're filming this at Chick-fil-A. Interview went pretty well. I was just glad that I was able to have like a conversation instead of one of those like awkward interviews. But it was a good interview, I feel like, and they said that they'll get back to me in the next few days. They'll either email me or call me.
Alright, here you go.
Sorry if we get copyright for this. That's the same day as my Aunt Annie's birthday.
That was worth it, in my opinion.
In your opinion, it was worth it?
Yeah.
And that's one way to kick off this episode. And also, Bane is making a return this week. This is Rainbow Unicorn. I don't know if I've had this flavor yet on the podcast.
I'm assuming not. That just sounds so ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't remember having Rainbow Unicorn. Maybe I've had it once, maybe, but other than that, I don't remember. Anyways, we're gonna give it a shot here. Old podcast traditions, why we do this. It has like a sweet smell to it. Do you want to smell it? You don't like Bane, so you're probably not gonna like it. Or it just depends if you try it. It just depends on if you're in the mood to annoy the shit out of me. Yeah.
It's like cotton candy.
I think that's why it's called unicorn. It's because it's kind of like a cotton candy flavor.
Massive fucking heartburn right now, though. Holy fuck.
Skill issue. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say this. We're filming this episode outside. in the backyard in the place I'm living at with Stacy and Jeff's. Normally we recorded where I recorded my stuff, not in my room upstairs.
But I won at a game of epic rock paper scissors.
Yeah, dude, it was 3-0. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, my rock paper scissors game is ass.
Bro, imagine that as a cool anime battle. Rock paper scissors.
Bro, imagine if we get a picture out here tonight.
That's what I'm thinking that screen was.
Like that. It sounded like it came from back there. But it just sounded like a regular, like, kid's scream. That's what it sounded like to me. I didn't really think much of it.
Yes. Because the kid screaming isn't terrifying enough.
Oh, yeah. Well, it sounded far away, too.
Then how come we were able to hear it?
Because it was faint. It sounded far away. Because it was a faint. It sounded faint to us.
I just tried to push this in my mouth and it just stood on top of my fucking tooth. Just
Because you didn't open your mouth, dipwad. You're just sitting there just like that. Oh my god. Yeah, but this is episode 86, and also want to reiterate yes for filming this outside. Didn't yesterday you thought you heard the fucking Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but on an episode of the podcast from like 2 months ago, I believe it was like episode 76, I think it was. So this was like 10 weeks ago at this point, so 2 months ago. We had a highlight I put out that went fucking crazy, like over 600 views. It was talking about when we heard, or when Hunter and Zach heard like this creature. And we did a whole story off it on that podcast, and the highlight went fucking viral. Well, I don't know if it's like viral, like, oh, it got millions of views, but like, as of YouTube, like, got over like 600 views, and then we released a video on it about a month or so ago by now, and it got like over 400 views. So like, that whole experience overall got so much attention, which is crazy. And then as of last night, Curry thought he actually heard what Hunter and Zach were talking about, so he went to check it out, but it was just fucking silent the rest of the night. So maybe he's playing mind games with us, I don't know. Definitely not my. It's definitely not my favorite bang, but it'll do for now. It's alright.
What is your favorite bang?
That's a good question. Because there's a lot that I like. Okay, I just can't remember all the freaking flavors. I legitimately would have to look back on the fucking episodes just to look at one that I probably enjoyed the most out of all of them. What are you doing? You want? Just eat the fucking chip. Jesus Christ.
You eat it.
No, I'm not hungry. I finished that bag of freaking barbecue chips. Fuck. We're doing that thing again.
What thing?
Where we don't know what the fuck to talk about.
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about. Actually, I actually do know what to talk about. It's something that I'm still. Well, I'm basically over it now. But something that I was salty over for a while. So little story time. So if you guys don't know, I'm a wrestling fan, and WWE was in Denver as of Friday, September 16th. No, 15th. Sorry. Yeah, because it was like 3 days ago. Anyways, and so they're in Denver for SmackDown, and then I already felt bummed out because like I didn't hear that they're in Denver until like 2 weeks prior, so it's already too late for me to even try to get a ticket probably. But I had a buddy that was going, and then I was like, all right, man, like, we'll let me know how the show goes and whatnot. And literally, like, an hour later, I get a text, because I went to take a nap because I was tired. An hour later, I get, like, this text message from my sister saying that The Rock returned. And I was like, no fucking way, you're bullshitting me. Not until I looked on Instagram, he fucking returned. I was like, are you fucking serious? Because it's the story that like, him and Pat McAfee just happened to be in Boulder that same exact fucking day. And then Triple H called like, yo, come to SmackDown. They're like, alright, bet. And then they make surprise appearances in fucking Denver. And the crowd goes fucking nuts when freaking The Rock returns. And I'm just like, oh, out of all places, Denver. Because, like, I'm not trying to shit on Denver. I love Colorado, but I'm not, like, a huge fan of Denver myself. I mean, I think the city's cool, but, like, I just think it's a little at the same time. You know, it's kind of like a love-hate relationship, I'd say. But, like, Denver's not really known, at least in the wrestling sense, of, like, being the place where, like, big stars, like, big legends of wrestling return. You know? Like, people usually say that for fucking, like, California, New York, Texas, like, the big states that wrestling is known for. But not really Denver, Colorado. So, like, when I saw that, I was like, out of all places, fucking Denver. And the one time that I'm not there, which granted I haven't been to a wrestling event like for years, but that's not the point. But just I was like, fuck, dude. I just and the crowd reaction he got was fucking nuts. By the way, I mean, granted, because it's The Rock, but you know, I don't know if I made a joke about like freaking. What if he went back to wrestling just to freaking distract everyone from the whole
Maui situation?
Maui situation, because he was getting shit on for that.
I know.
He was getting shot hard for that. And he's like, what if I return to wrestling and I'll be getting everyone's mind off of it and remind me and just remembering by just The Rock instead of Dwayne Johnson and his movies and all that kind of shit, or The Family Man, I don't know. But
The Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, have you ever seen that? The Rock and Tooth Fairy?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah,
you know that Seth MacFarlane was in that movie too? Same guy. He's the same guy who created fucking Family Guy, and he helped make shows like Samurai Jack and Johnny Bravo.
But here, I don't know if I'll make a screen recording on my phone, but I'll head to freaking WWE's Instagram. That's the first thing I fucking see when I pull up Instagram.
Like, what the fuck is that, Asuka?
Yeah, Asuka. She makes a shit ton of memes. She like put her fucking hair and her attire on fucking SpongeBob. Just looks like a freaking emo from 2008.
What's wrong with the
Oh yeah,
emotion,
the
Jacob?
affliction, huh?
What's wrong with the emotion, Jacob?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with emo. I'm an emo myself. Or is it really a difference between emos and goths?
Yeah.
Because emos are like the extreme, like, you know.
No, goths are the extreme. Emos are the joke of goths.
So yeah, so that. What would you consider me, a goth or emo?
Emo.
What makes you say that?
What do you sing?
The way I sing?
Mm-hmm.
Is that supposed to be a talking shit or?
Take it however you want. But I'm just... Dude, you listen to the Amity Affliction. You can't say that it doesn't sound a little bit edgy.
They're a good band.
I don't think so.
And it's because
I like some of their songs, but I think that they're just kind of like edgy heavy metal that I don't like.
But it's also just like their music is talks in the span of like, you know, mental health, addiction, suicide. And I think that's why a reason why I just resonate with them a lot is because, you know, they really, a lot of their songs are based on that. I think which I have a huge lot of respect for that band, is because a lot of the band members have been through a lot of that shit themselves too. As far as Joel, the the Scream, or the one who screams, and whatnot, and they're just a phenomenal band, regardless what you fucking think or not. So, which are, well, you can think however you want. I don't care, but.
Why'd you say it like a backhanded compliment?
I don't know. But here, I'll play a fucking... I guess I'll do a freaking screen recording on this. Hold on. Alright. But yeah. Here, so, starting your screen recording. 3, 2, 1. There we go. I haven't really done freaking screen recordings on... I haven't done a screen recording for the podcast in a while, at least off of my phone. So this is, be interesting. Go away. But you guys see, I'm on Dollywise Instagram. And so it's right here.
This is the People Show. And you know
This is in Denver on
what
Friday.
that Means?
Did he wrestle?
No.
They always say every year he's gonna come back to
And then
wrestle.
there was this freaking Cena and
I see you trying to smile.
I actually don't doubt that they're good
Thank you.
players.
Yeah, they've been. And there's this.
Did he wrestle?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back in wrestling, isn't he?
Yeah.
And you hear Heyman yelling, "Save Jimmy! Save Jimmy!" And Solo Sikoa does just that.
But yeah, that's that. But there's another freaking segment that was, yeah, here. Oh wait, no. Where's the other one? Where's the other one I'm looking for? Hold on. Well, there's this. The backstage.
The Rock says
It doesn't matter what The Rock says.
You see, it actually does matter what The Rock says.
And then.
Me when I'm talking to you.
Yeah. But yeah, but that's that. Fucking hell. But yeah, freaking. If I were to experience that live, that would be something that I would cherish for the rest of my life. Because I mean, granted, like, see what you want about The Rock, as far as the circumstances, but in a wrestling perspective, he's a legend. I'll just say that. But yeah, but that's what I want to rant about. But I think, yeah, Monday Night Raw tonight. I think they were in Utah, Salt Lake City, and I think they're going to be in Arizona on Friday for SmackDown. So yeah. I was like, well, the best that I can do is wait till they come back next year, which they always seem to come here once a year around fall, September, October.
This is like their second time coming this year, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. Holy shit! Twice in 1 year. I don't think that's happened in a long fucking time because they were here earlier in March for a live event. Because my sister was gonna go. Yeah, she bought tickets and was gonna go, but didn't end up doing so. And that was back in March, towards the end of March, and then they were back here. If they start coming, and in the last few years, it's been like because they only go to like cities that like sell out the most tickets, and then my buddy said like it was like full house, like it was sold out full house, and I was like it's probably because of fucking Cena being there, because like it's fucking John Cena, of course tickets are gonna sell. But if it's been like a full house each time they come to Denver, then I feel pretty confident about them coming back next year. Either if they come back in the spring for a live event, or the fall again for TV. Who knows? But yeah. Not only that, if I get this job with Chick-fil-A, that'll help a lot too. So.
I can't believe you chose a Chick-fil-A.
It's the only place that got fucking back to me. You think you really had a choice? I can't control what places get to me and what don't get to me, alright? That's how it works, man. You know, you've had more jobs than me. You should know this. Spencer's, Cable's, one day at, what was it, Little Caesars?
Yeah.
Village Inn. I've only had one other job, and that was Lowe's, and if I get this job, then Chick-fil-A would add to the list. That's my first technically fast food job.
Man, I feel bad for you. You're never gonna get the dine-in restaurant experience.
Who says I'll never get there?
You want to work in a kitchen.
I don't know.
Do you want to work for $13 an hour?
I don't think starting pay with Chick-fil-A, I think it's $15 an hour.
You see, the highest paying job I've ever worked was Little Caesars, but I only worked a total of 5 hours. I did not like that job. I decided right then and there, I'm gonna be fucking miserable at this job.
Yeah.
So I quit it immediately.
Oh damn, but yeah,
Oh yeah, I didn't even technically quit. You wanna know what fucking happened?
what?
I went in, I put in an application, a few days later I had an interview. They said the interview went great, and then when he trained me, he was like the laziest but strictest manager, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Like, and the reason why none of them were chill, or didn't even say anything that they really wanted to, was that there was cameras watching everyone. And I remember my first day there, I was like, okay, this is gonna be easy. And as I'm doing the fucking dough, holy fuck. Dude, it wasn't the dough that killed me, it was the fact that people on the TVs would say, who were watching me on the cameras, would call the manager on shift and would basically say, is he okay? He looks down. And I was like, oh, who the fuck is watching me live?
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking creepy. I don't mind if there's cameras in restaurants, but I specifically do not like to be fucking watched while I'm working all the time. I feel like that's like a privacy that I think should be left in restaurants.
Yeah.
I can understand like certain corners of restaurants, but like I wouldn't put a camera in the main fucking kitchen.
Yeah, no.
Like I can understand down a hallway watching the backpacks or the
Or, like,
storage room.
Or like in front of the restaurant.
Oh yeah, Village Inn had that. There was I told the time that there was a fight in Village Inn.
Yeah, I think you told us about that.
Yeah,
Well,
but we
well,
only
that.
had 2 cameras in the restaurant, and they were both pointed at the register. So they had no evidence, basically, that she got punched by who they said that they got punched by.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind cameras like all around the restaurant to watch different corners of it. But I would definitely leave like the main serving area and the main kitchen alone.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a privacy. For a few reasons I'm willing to admit. One of them being is that a lot of cooks, chefs, servers, dishwashers in the service industry, a lot of them are either drug addicts or smokers. I am not kidding. Dude, I got a mushroom plug through Village Inn. Do you want to know what type of people I met at Village Inn? I knew a girl who occasionally did cocaine. And I didn't report anything because I don't know, I don't know, I didn't want to betray her. That was the thing. I didn't want her to lose her job. Second one, acid dealer. I never bought from any of these guys though. Disclaimer, I never bought from any of these guys.
Disclaimer.
Kinda. Let me explain what I mean kinda. So then you got the acid dealer, then a mushroom dealer. And then the number 1 thing, actually the number 2 thing that was always passed around and shared in that restaurant was weed. Dude, almost everyone in that restaurant smoked weed.
I mean, it is Colorado after all.
Oh no, dude, fucking...
I mean, freaking Colorado is also known for fucking weed being legal and all that kind of shit.
No, so like most of them had med cards, so whenever we were hanging out, they're like, yeah, I have a med card if you want me to buy you anything, you just have to give me the money. Most of them were like the best drug dealers I know. Like, because you always work with them, so you could always just come in and grab it and just make an excuse why you were showing up.
Yeah.
Like when I was going in to grab something from her one day, I remember the manager's like, why'd you come in? And I said, oh, I owed Audrey some money. She wanted me money for gas. So, dude, So I had a lot of people there who I knew who were like stoners to the max. This one guy named Ian was a great example. He drove a shitty Volkswagen Beetle. What the fuck did I just hear? Did I just hear it? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Fuck.
Maybe you're hearing things. Maybe you're going mentally insane.
Dude, and also, like, I almost...
Walls. Wake up. I remember when you and fucking Hunter did that to me once, and I remember this specifically because it was Hunter's 17th birthday party. I remember because he had the fucking ghetto-ass pool party in his backyard at his mom's house, and I remember...
me a Coke.
I don't owe you fucking anything, bitch. Anyways.
Watch your damn attitude, boy.
Oh, but what are you gonna do? Boy. Back at my feet.
Well, now that you mention it.
I don't know, but freaking, I remember this specifically because I remember we were in the pool. I remember it was fucking cold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was about to rain. Yeah, because clouds were coming in, it was about to rain, so everyone was heading back inside.
And they used cold ass fucking water.
Yeah. And so I just remember freaking, I don't know, but we were like roughhousing or something. Oh yeah, we were putting jokes out and trying to baptize each other, I think it was. Or something like that. And I remember like, and like, you were like putting my head down underneath the water, but you were you were a little too aggressive. So
yeah,
the back of my head
hit your head.
Hit against the fucking concrete. And I just remember, I was like dazed for a second, like, oh shit, and then you were like, oh fuck, so you got me out, and I was just kind of just like, oh god, fuck. And then freaking told Hunter's mom that, like, I mean, wasn't that one kind of like a little, like, minor concussion? Because I remember I felt my head hit, but it wasn't enough for me to be like, fucking, like, ow. But it was the freaking low, I felt like a bit dizzy a little afterwards, so. Not like intense, but just like a little dizzy.
Just, you could count on me to RK you, bro.
Like, and I remember you guys didn't let me fall asleep, because if I fell asleep, that would have been, like, really bad.
I don't remember any of this.
And then I remember we were in Hunter's basement. All three of us were hanging out on the bed that was down there. And I remember I was trying to doze off, and then freaking Hunter was trying to keep me from fucking falling asleep. And I just get this snap from Hunter from his fucking filter saying, "Jacob, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up."
Walls.
Yeah, like that's when and that's just one thing I'll never freaking forget. Like you guys were like trying so hard for me not to fall. Not for me to fall asleep, because if I did, it would have been really bad.
What up?
I'm putting on speaker.
Most gross but funny joke.
From who?
Why do pedos never finish a race?
Why?
Or why do pedos never win a race? That's what I'm sorry.
Why?
Because they like to come a little behind. Fuck. First video on TikTok.
Well, Zach just made a
This
fucking...
is what Zach calls me about?
And he's calling you back.
Why'd you hang up?
You're a foul demon. You're a foul demon. I'm getting tired of your shit.
Yeah, but freaking, you guys just heard Zach on the fucking podcast there.
How much you want to bet we're gonna hear him again?
And now he's calling me. What's up, foul demon?
No, you heard the joke?
Yep, because we're actually filming an episode of the podcast right now, actually. So.
Yeah.
It made a funny highlight, so I guess we'll keep it.
Oh, fuck me.
No, you don't have to go.
No, I think you should go.
I want to call Hunter and tell him.
Well, you want to say hi to the people while you're here?
Hi people, sorry for the joke.
Bro, you should have kept it going. You should have said what joke and have him say it all over again.
No, we
What would you doing to catch a pedophile, basically, vibes?
No, we already caught the fucking joke on air when we first heard it, so.
Oh, damn. Oh, Kirby, I heard you heard the noise again.
Yeah,
Jacob, the screech.
Yeah, the screech.
Yeah, like it sounds like tires drifting, but it goes for so long.
I know. And that's why me and Hunter are like, that's a car drifting. And then it went a little too long, and we're like, nah, that's not tires screeching.
Alright,
Well, I'm gonna call Hunter and go tell him the joke.
Alright, thanks for the joke, bro. We appreciate
no
it.
problem. Alright, bye.
Bye. Anyways, I don't think this is a good time for the half point. I'll do my little halftime advertisement here where I ask you guys if you are subscribed to the podcast or not.
I walked away from this part.
Why? Anyways, as he's walking away, I'll do this halftime part, so. Anyway, so I just want to ask you guys a quick question. Are you subscribed to the podcast or not? If you are, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you like our podcast, at least, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And hit the notification bell to be notified for new episodes every Saturday, because Saturdays with the Boys podcast. And just like, we would love to be part of your guys' weekend, at Saturday specifically. But the channel's growing. We're at 16 subscribers. We're getting more recognition as far as episodes go, so thank you guys so much for that. It means a lot to not only me, but to the guys as well, that you guys tune into to the podcast. Even if it's just for a little bit amount of time, or even if it is for the whole hour, we appreciate you guys a lot for that as well. And so make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified for new episodes every Saturday. Because again, Saturdays with the Boys podcast, and you have something to look forward to every single weekend. And on top of that, if you haven't already, be sure to hit the link in the description. You'll go to my main channel. We're at 231 subscribers. You guys are fucking amazing. I love you guys. I love how the community continues to grow and grow and grow. And it's exactly just, everything's turning out great, and I love all you guys for that. And yeah, so we are 69 away from 300. Anyway, sorry, that was a bad joke. But anyways, but if you make sure, hit that subscribe button to help get us to 300 subscribers, and also turn your notifications on there as well. And over on that channel, if you don't know what I post on there, you'll get regular random content where everything is funny or entertaining. You also get random funny content where everything is funny and entertaining with the guys. And and then you'll get gaming content, because gaming content is falling back, which I'm actually really excited to get into more horror games specifically, just because that's something I haven't really gotten into as much on the channel, so I'm very excited to get back into that. And then not only that, you guys get podcast highlights on there as well as you do on the podcast channel itself too. So yeah. So if you guys do those things, you guys will mean the world to me. And if you already have, you're fucking amazing, and I love you. We all love you. We're a very loving and welcoming community. And just one important rule is that Saturdays are for the boys. So yeah, I'm fucking kidding. But we're a very open arms kind of loving community, and yes, I'm very excited to see where the channel goes, where the podcast goes, and just seeing the community grow as a whole. So yeah. That's all I wanted to say for this halftime advertisement here. And yeah, so if you do all those things, I fucking love you. Well, if you haven't, I love you anyways, because that's what the community's all about. So yeah, so thank you guys for even watching. Thank you for joining us on this episode this weekend. We appreciate the hell out of you guys. So yeah, and also, Curry, what the fuck are you doing over there?
That's a very good question.
Alright, get back over here. I'm done with the advertisement.
Thank you.
Plot twist, he went to fucking take a piss break and just never came back.
Nah, bro, it was just a very long stream. That's what I want you to believe.
A very long stream.
He didn't die. It's just a very long stream.
He pissed so much he fucking died.
He was trying to pass a kidney stone, but he had the piss of a water fountain and shot it out
And then
inside of his dick, making it bleed.
He
died from bleeding on
What's it
his
called?
dick.
The urethra, whatever the fuck?
I don't know.
Is that what like the hole on the tip of the penis is called, where stuff comes out of it? That How the fuck do you say? 'Cause my freaking stuttering can't get past it. Urethra?
I do not remember. I remember the clit. I remember.
Of course you did.
I remember the pussy.
Because that's what you think
I
about.
remember the ass. I remember the balls. I remember the cock. I remember the tits. And I remember the name.
The name?
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Oh my fuck.
She let me do his photo. God damn. I'm never gonna let me, but it's alright. Why do I got that from fucking TikTok of all places. Back in like 2020, 2021. I don't know why I know that. I'm gonna say it's probably TikTok. I wouldn't generally go out my way to know more of those that kind of music, and I'm not really into that kind of music. But I just kind of, it was I remember that was a joke that I made while playing fucking Security Breach. Because whenever freaking
Roxanne Wolf.
Yeah, I'll be like Roxanne.
All she wanna do is party now.
All she wanna do is fuck my head off. God damn. Never gonna let me go, but it's alright. I don't know, but and also speaking of Security Breach, I need to get on the DLC. When I'm probably done with God of War, which will probably still take a while because I'm only at the halfway point of that game. Can you keep your hands to yourself? I'm really gonna slam your fucking head on the underneath end of the table if you don't knock it off.
Do it.
I didn't do it too hard because I'm not that much of an asshole. But maybe you also like pain, so I don't know. Fucking, what is with you being so touchy all the time?
You're the one grabbing onto my jacket.
Bullshit! You're the one that put your hand on my fucking thigh.
Bro, why are your hands so cold in the wind?
I don't know.
Bro, are my hands warm?
Yeah.
But once we change body temperatures, they fuck.
For once. But yeah, why was that funny? Why was that funny?
Just the way they perfectly fucking dropped. How did that even fucking... And they landed perfectly.
This episode's a fucking clusterfuck. Anyways.
Can I reach this with my feet? I look like a little fucking Barbie doll.
Yeah. Oh my god, but
Actually, no, I'm Ken. This jacket's inspired by Ryan Gosling, and Ryan Gosling was in Barbie, therefore I am.
Oh yeah, do you want to talk about your new jacket, by the way?
No, not really.
You got a new jacket today, if you guys can't tell.
What color person do you think you are?
Color person?
Yeah, like a red person, a blue person. Like, what's your most defining color?
I don't know, because it's hard to tell with certain colors. I go based off of like certain personalities or whatever.
I know exactly what person you are. A black person.
I'm a yeah, make sure you keep that under your breath because we're on air. Unless you want to get canceled, but that's also your choice.
Wow, there goes my chances of being president of the United States. Yeah, you actually want to know my plan to become president of the United States?
I was going to make a bad joke, but never mind. I don't want to sound like an asshole.
No, you actually want to know my plan to become president of the United States.
What?
Go to college, go there for political science, join the military to get more years of free college. After serving, then I would drop out of the military, then I would start running as a senator.
Bro, president of the United States is a lot of fucking responsibility.
And then, so I would try running for government positions and work my way up as a senator. Then I would try to work my way as a president. So I would have to be above 30 during this time.
I could never do that. I could never be a fucking president.
I think I have the courage. And the brains.
Doesn't every president need to have some sort of like college degree for that kind of shit?
Did I just tell you I was going to go to college to get a political science degree?
Yeah.
That's what you get if you want to join politics.
And then figure out it, but
I could just wait till I'm 78 like Joe Biden. They'll vote for me then.
nah, I'm sure there's. How much you want to bet? Like,
How much you want to bet Joe Biden's going to die in office from old age?
freaking. No, like, could you imagine, like, all people that voted for Joe Biden are, like, 2 years later, or going on 3 years later, are regretting their decisions on voting for him?
I didn't vote for him, but I don't regret it because he's kind of funny.
Yeah, but I don't know much about politics, nor do I really care, which is why I don't really. That's why I have no interest in being like a state governor. Or
Okay, here's the thing. What do you
that.
not know about politics? I could probably explain it to you.
It's not anything that I don't know. It's just stuff that I'm not really willing to understand. I guess as far as like.
What are you not willing to understand?
I don't know. Just like there's so much that goes into it. Like there's so much.
That's why it's so interesting to study. Like, bro, I study politics, and I don't study it hard or, like, follow it every day, but the history of politics in America is interesting.
Like, I like history, don't get me wrong, but, like, in the politics sphere of things, I'm just kind of just like, I'm just interested in, like, the kind of history, like, here, this was the president at this certain time, and this is what they did for the country at the time. Except, like, that's the kind of, but, like, that's only as far as I'll go.
Alright, speaking of presidents, then, do you want to know how fucking cool Teddy Roosevelt was?
I think I heard a lot about freaking Teddy Roosevelt in school last year.
So, for one, he held boxing matches in the White House.
That's right. I remember hearing something about that.
Second is teddy bears were named after him.
Teddy Roosevelt. Yeah.
The reason why is because they were hunting a bear, they had it tied down, and he was gonna. They wanted him to kill it, but he instead shot the ropes and let the bear go, sparing the bear. And they thought that he was weak for it, so they called him Teddy Bear. He also has boxed a bear in the White House too.
Damn.
Yeah, let's keep this in mind. He boxed his wife in that White House once.
God damn.
And I think she won.
Or Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah. Tony Roosevelt. Tony.
Yo, Tony!
So Teddy Roosevelt also fought in one of my favorite military positions as the cavalry. One time he got shot during his presidential speech and gave the full hour-long speech while he was shot in the chest. And survived after. Yeah, imagine that. You got shot in the chest and then you go for an hour speech standing up. Silence.
You see, we do podcasts, an hour podcast sitting down. I don't think I could ever do a fucking podcast fucking standing up.
I could.
I can't. Like, if I was standing up during a podcast, I would have to fucking pace. Like, I couldn't just, like, full on stand in one spot. That's why, like, concerts, like, standing up in concerts is so hard for me.
Do you know what you and me should do? You and me should totally do an episode of the podcast while we're baking. Baking cream of cookie podcast.
Cream of cookie.
Saturdays with the Christmas podcast. Christmas with the Boys podcast.
I don't fucking know.
Friendsmas XXX.
Yeah, but that.
I'm glad you noticed.
Took me a second, but then I was like, wait.
Like, wait, where have I heard that?
You dirty fuck.
Margarito.
God. How many Doritos did you drop? I feel like I heard a lot more. I hit the floor than that.
Fucking one.
Oh, but I must have been hearing something else or anything. Or I might just have voices in my head.
Yeah, the voices
in my head.
They're eating chips and dropping them.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Can you guys tell that the day we're filming this isn't Saturday, spoiler, it's actually a fucking Monday. Yeah. Not only that, today's just been a weird fucking day for us. Not going to go into detail on why, but it's just been just one of those weird, I guess just weird to judge just because I've been fucking nervous and anxious because of a job interview. But like, at least like 20 minutes into the interview, and I was like, okay, I feel good about this. It's just because, like, why?
That was Facebook, bro.
Fucking Facebook. I would expect that more from, like, fucking Twitter. No, not Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
I've
Okay,
never been
you know
on
what?
Twitter, so I don't know. Or Facebook. I've only been on Facebook.
Let me
like,
tell you
once.
the story of the secret. I don't mean to be I randomly, and I don't know why I searched this out, I randomly came across a little kid like a dog. And at that moment, I am like, the human civilization has lost all fucking hope by deleting this godforsaken fucking app.
Fucking luxury TV.
I'm having flashbacks of Vietnam.
Oh my god.
Dude, we do not talk about Luxor.
I'm trying to get demonetized on the podcast.
I've been on Luxor, bro.
Doesn't surprise me.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
The things you'll see people shit in other people's mouths. It's the front cover. You'll see women getting fucked by horses.
Get my horse cut.
I'm not kidding. That is like #1 on that site. You could see a man get fisted. You could see a gay man get fucked in the ass by
Oh,
a
worse
horse.
than what was it? A skateboard and what was it? That fucking dildo or whatever. Do you remember that video?
Oh,
Hey, technically we can talk about it because we're both over 18.
how does that work? I'm trying to remember that video.
And the guy just like fucking moaned afterwards. He's like, ugh.
Show me the video if you have it.
I don't. Hunter had for the longest time. I remember me and Hunter were both like fucking 14 and he had that video on his fucking phone.
See if you can find it on YouTube.
No, it's
A man falls on dildo from skateboard.
No, it's not that he falls on it. They literally had like it was on like I think it was like a skateboard, but they had it like set up to where it fucking they rolled it and he just went right into his ass standing up over against the wall.
I'm confused.
We don't normally talk about this on a podcast.
Why are we talking about this?
Because we started talking about Twitter and you brought up how you saw porn on Twitter one time. That's how we got into this very 18 plus
If
conversation.
you want to know what I think was the worst thing I saw in Luxor? A guy shitting in a girl's mouth and pissing in it. I have watched the video. These are the covers, bro. These are the covers.
Bro, the amount of shit that people are into nowadays is fucking mind-boggling. It's like, has society officially lost its goddamn sanity?
Okay, you do also realize that in Greek mythology, Zeus disguised himself as a horse to fuck a woman. He disguised himself as a shower head. I am not kidding.
I mean, that's where it all started.
He disguised himself as a bull and fucked a woman.
Getting bulled up in the ears, you know what I'm saying?
And so anytime, you know the wildest part about this part of Greek mythology?
What?
Is every time he was having sex with these women, he was cheating on his fucking wife.
Sounds accurate for those kind of days.
Yeah, Chad Zeus cheating on his wife.
Oh my god. Well, there's a lot of fucked up shit that like happened way back then.
Zeus Tate. They call him the top G because he's the top god.
Oh my god. The god in the sheets, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Of war.
Donald J. Trump in the sheets.
Listen, now you pussy excellently.
If you guys haven't seen our video on my main channel, please check it out. It was our second edition of doing Cards Against Humanity. It was me, Hunter, and Zach. And literally, there was this fucking one that we got that it was like she's a lady in the streets, and then one card that we got it was like Donald J. Trump in the sheets. Did you fucking imagine she's a lady in the streets?
Bro, and Donald J. Trump in the sheets. You know something else I was thinking about into that joke?
Mm.
Donald, stop eating my wife's pussy. I love I could both do a Trump and Obama impression.
What about Joe Biden? Joe Biden.
Where the fuck am I? No, I can't do Joe Biden. I could probably do probably JFK.
Forgive your enemies, but don't forget their name.
No.
Or never forget their name.
That must make you John Wilkes Booth, my black-haired friend.
Or the wife just fucking just spread brains all over my face.
Fucking Lincoln's wife after his death just...
Oh god, we're gonna get canceled on this podcast one of these days.
You should let me have another sip of that.
It's empty.
I mean, you still owe me a Coke.
I think you just got one from the fucking fridge.
What?
You just got one from the fucking fridge.
Yeah, you could just grab me one there. That's what I'm saying. You just have to go grab me it.
I have to grab you a lot of shit.
Yeah, you want to grab along a John?
Oh my god. What?
And that reminds me of this old line where it's like, "Are you 5? Yeah, I'm 5
7
inches
inches
deep
deep
in
in
your
your
mom." Jinx, you owe me a kiss on the
I feel like that'll be zapping it. I feel like that'll be Zach. It's like a fucking like, dude, are you 5? Yeah, 5 inches deep in your mom.
That is a Zach thing.
Yeah, Zach is just like kind of guy who just doesn't make those kind of random ass comebacks.
You know something I feel like that's gonna happen?
Well,
Zach is gonna be like, come on, hit me, motherfucker.
I want to take a tiny bitch.
Well, when life gives you lemons.
When life gives you lemons. Oh, that's something we should talk about when we say it on the podcast. Is Vine.
Vine boom.
You know what's better than pussy? Yeah, a really good book. I don't know why. I think that was like the first like Bo Burnham Vine I've seen without realizing that was Bo Burnham.
Bro, we could turn something into a Vine right now.
What are you doing?
Here we go. Fuck, these really are good.
Oh yeah, we just gotta get through this episode. We got like 8 minutes until we hit an hour.
Exactly. Vines only take 7 seconds, Jacob.
6 seconds. Get it right.
7.
6.
7. Search it up. How much you want to bet? $10?
How long were Vine clips? 6 seconds.
No, there were 7.
It says 6 seconds.
Go down.
Here, I'll
Go
read.
down. It says 7.
6 fucking seconds. I'll even read it out loud. Alright? Launched in June 2012 by Russ Yusupov, what the fuck? And Dom Hoffman and Colin Kroll, Vine was one of the first social media apps to make this short form video both mainstream and accessible. A novelty at the time of its release, the platform made it possible for people to create, watch, and share 6-second clips that were played on loop.
Bro, calm down. It's Vine, bro. It's Vine. I was 1 second off.
And guess what? I did it for the fucking Vine. But you were so confident it was 7 seconds, so.
I'm about to throw this at you for the Vine.
Vine's been dead for like 10 years, so.
Don't like
No, not 10 years. 7 years.
Don't say that, bro.
It died in like 2016.
It's never over! TikTok lives! As long as TikTok lives, hope lives!
That's kind of my question. Do you think TikTok has surpassed Vine for its time?
Yeah.
I guess
Why
TikTok.
don't we?
No, because TikTok used to be Musical.ly, and then turned into TikTok, which became this fucking huge mainstream.
Dude, I used to have a Musical.ly account.
When I first heard of TikTok was like 2019. Isn't that when TikTok released? Was 2019?
No, dude, Musical.ly was around back like 2015.
No, but I'm talking about like when Musical.ly changed to TikTok. Was that 2019?
Yeah, just about 2018,
Yeah, so
2019.
4 years. and TikTok has become so like such successful that like literally like YouTube, Instagram, and fucking Snapchat are like, you know what, we're gonna make YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Wait, were Instagram Reels always a thing before TikTok?
No.
And then Snapchat is doing their own fucking thing. It's like they're literally taking TikTok's ideas. Like, how about you? Well, clearly you want more fucking money, so you're just gonna take the idea off of TikTok.
And they're always so cringy too.
Yeah, like YouTube Shorts.
Like a lot of the ones that you see on Snapchat, where it's like, look at these
All
random
the
stories.
ones on Snapchat are just so fucking stupid.
They're just filled with like semi-naked women going like, oh, I did this.
It's weird because as far as like my like of the shit that I get on, like I get more as far as the stuff that I'm into. I get more like good content when it comes to like Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. Mainly Instagram Reels, but like as far as TikTok, even though TikTok is known for what it is, I don't get as much stuff, not as much as good stuff on TikTok. At least on my For You page, anyway. Just because maybe I hardly like stuff, I don't know. Cause I know, but based off your likes, that's what your For You page becomes. I just kind of just like keep up there with one of my favorite TikTokers, just because, you know, I like their stuff. What?
I'm thinking of like a story in my head to write as a book. Do you ever get that where you randomly get a book idea that you want to write a book in your head, so you think the book and what the book is going to be about, and then you think you're not going to be able to write a book because you feel like you're going to suck around the book because of punctuation and shit.
Dude, I can't even write a book. I can't even write my own book because you know why? Because I can't even read a book. I mean, I can, but I'll probably like a fucking like.
Bro, you're gonna stutter.
One that's like 30 pages long.
You're gonna stutter in your book somehow.
Bro, do you want to know what was my favorite fucking book series just growing up? It was something, but like, it had like, they were short books, but like, they had like fucking 30 books, but it was also because like they're like short books, like 30 to 40 pages like each book.
Okay, you have me guessing. What is it? Tell me.
It's, I forgot the title, but it has something to do with a magic treehouse. It was these.
That's the name of it, the Magic Treehouse.
Yeah, and like I just remember
the time traveling treehouse.
Yes.
No.
Dude, that was my favorite.
Oh, it wasn't just a time traveling treehouse. Whatever book they opened and they pointed to, that's the part in history that they went back to. But if it was a fantasy, then they went back. Remember, Merlin was like a big plot. The Penguin.
Yeah.
Dude, the Penguin one was my favorite fucking book. I'm geeking out right now.
Dude, like I just not remembered that book series just now.
The Magic Treehouse was a fucking thing.
Yeah, because I remember when
Bro, I didn't think that we were actually gonna bond over a fucking book.
That was our first time in the nearly 2 years of our friendship that we bonded over a book series that we both liked.
Dude, I loved reading that in like my 5th grade years, and the teacher kept saying like, it's all he reads.
Yeah, because I remember when Mom used to homeschool me like years back, she let me choose like the books I wanted to read over homeschool, and those were the fucking books. And not only that, because it lasted me a long time, because they had like 30 different books that were like that were 30 to 40 pages long.
You want to know the book series I read from the time I was in 2nd grade to my senior year? Wings of Fire.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, you remember from the Scholastic Book Fairs?
Yeah. I don't think I've actually read them though, but I did hear them at book fairs.
Yeah, dude, you wanna know how like gory that kid's book was? That quote unquote kid's book? Okay, so let me get into the story real quick. These are like dragons who run their own world, like they have their own kingdom set up. It's in a matriarchal system.
Yeah.
So there's this dragon, right? There's like this ice dragon and this night dragon. The ice dragon is his father, so he's like a hybrid. And this ice dragon has fucking magical abilities that can enchant things and people. He enchanted his father to disembowel himself. Do you know what that is? Search it up.
Disembowel?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
I'll spell it to you. D-I-S-M-B-O-W.
Oh, B-O-W.
Disembowel.
In?
Disembowel. Disembowel.
Disembowel. Cut open and remove the internal organs of. So a thing is that the dinosaur used its claw to disembowel prey.
Oh yeah, so this is exactly what he made his father do. The first thing he told his father to do, because his father was fucking betraying him in a way, he said, cut off your tongue. He brought his tongue out and then cut it off with his fucking claw, and then he said, disembowel yourself. Pour your life out on this stage.
Oh my
And I remember
God.
he said, say that you've been a bad father. And he said, I have been a bad father. If I was a good one, I would have killed you right when you were born. Bro, yeah, you want to know more dark things about this fucking movie? Not this movie, this book. First book, a dragon commits suicide by running into a dragon that has scales that set people on fire, so he died a quicker death.
Oh my God.
Oh dude, it gets a lot more. In the first part of it, a dragon gets its neck snapped by another dragon because they were stealing an egg to let this prophecy happen. Oh, trust me, it gets better. So then the second one, it actually doesn't have anything that bad. That's the third one. The fourth one of them gets blinded by having their eyes dipped in lava
Oh God.
from an accident and goes blind. What else? Sixth one, an explosion happens because of terrorism. Because a war was happening in the original book and
Oh God.
couldn't get over it. What is it? Seventh book had one of the most loved characters in that book series fucking mauled almost to death, breaking their entire body to the point they couldn't move and wake up from a coma.
Oh God.
Eighth book, I can't really explain anything about. I don't remember much of the kills. The ninth one, not that many to remember either, actually. Yeah, and then the 10th one, there was, like, telling about on how, like, fucking killing each other all the fucking time. Oh yeah, here's more fucking cool shit from that book. So that same guy who made his father kill himself, he enchanted a knife, so that way in the dead of night, it would kill the other ice dragons that they were at war with in the desert. For over 100 years, basically, or for like 1,000 years, that knife had been doing that. And every single time it would say something like, Darkstalker did this, so he became a horror to that ice tribe. And he came fucking back in the later books, because he made himself immortal. Like, genuinely, it was a good book series, and I'm nerding out with this. The one book series I regret getting into, Warrior Cats.
Warrior Cats?
Yeah, Warrior Cats as a whole. Oh, dude, they're still making Warrior Cat books ever since 2004.
Damn.
2005 maybe. And I'm not reading all that. I ain't reading all that. That's like a ex texting you after a breakup message. I ain't reading all that. And then from what I heard, the plot got so fucking confusing.
Yeah.
But basically, it's about a tribe of cats. What was your favorite Magic Treehouse book?
I can't remember all of them. That's the thing. I honestly I remember the series, but I can't remember. Like, it's hard for me to remember all the books individually. But I remember the series. I remember I had the fucking time of my life.
I remember
those books.
the Abraham Lincoln book.
Oh yeah, because there were a few that they went back in time.
Yeah, the George Washington one.
Mm-hmm.
The Penguin one. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
What else?
I mean, where are we? A little over an hour right now.
Yeah, we should probably end it.
Alright. But anyways, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for your time for hanging out with us for a little over an hour here. It was pretty, it was kind of all over the place, but at least we had conversations that kind of held up for the episode this time, because we're trying to do a thing where we have our most conversations to say for the podcast, because we have such a habit to where, like, when we're just hanging out, that's when we have our best conversations, but by the time we get to the podcast, we don't really have much to talk about. We try to make it like a dry episode. But anyways, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified for new episodes every Saturday, because it's Saturdays with Boys podcast. And if you haven't already, hit the link in the description. Subscribe to my main channel. Get us to 300 subscribers. We're almost there at 200. Well, not almost there, but we're almost at the halfway point of 231 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. You guys are fucking amazing. And over there, you will see regular content with me and the guys, just whatever I put out, whatever we think is funny and or entertaining, because we all kind of work together on it too, which is, because we all try to put our ideas together for certain videos. And gaming content as well. I'm getting back into horror games, which is something I'm really excited about. And you guys will get podcast highlights over there as well as you guys as well see on the podcast channel with full length episodes as well. So that's all I gotta say. Anything you guys say, Mr. Curb? Did you really just stand up just to shrug your shoulders?
No, it was to fix my jacket that I'm sitting on.
Oh.
That made my heart drop for a second.
Freaking silence. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to like, comment.
Bro, I didn't say what I was gonna fucking say.
I thought you didn't have anything to say. Sorry. Go ahead.
If you do that one more time, I'm gonna slap you.
Just fucking say what you're gonna say.
Life moves by fast. Slow down every once in a while. You might miss something.
Yeah, that sounded close. What the fuck? That sounds like right by fucking, like the library.
Do we want to keep going with this?
No, we're already an hour and 6, so yeah. So is that all you wanted to say?
Yeah.
That was wise words by Kirby there that we don't get too often. So make sure to keep that.
What do you mean? You get them pretty often for me.
I'm talking about when we do the podcast. As long as we do the podcast.
Oh yeah, I'm usually retarded when we do the podcast.
So we don't know we get wise words from Kirby on the podcast. So make sure to take in that advice. And I love the hell out of you guys. Make sure to take care of yourselves and check out each other because we're a community. And make sure to take care of your mental and all that because it's all very important. And so, yeah, so love the hell out of you guys. And as always, we will see you guys. What?
Nothing.
You hear something?
Yeah.
And we're gonna wrap this up. So we were getting a little too long today. So we got enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Deuces. You're good. Bye.
Trapping.